you and my friends. How many of you guys have ever been to the ocean before? If you have, raise your hand. Raise both your hands. Can you do that? Oh, I can do that now. I've never been, but now I have. It's my first time here. It's so big. It is so big. Friends, have you ever gone swimming in the ocean? The waves are so big. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go in those waves. I'd be very scared. Yeah, it can be dangerous. Those waves can be very big and scary, and they just keep going forever and ever. I have a question for you guys. What about this cup of water? Are you scared of this cup of water, Frito? Why would I be scared of that cup of water? There's not much water in there at all, right? In fact, there's about 2 cups of water. You could probably drink this down pretty quickly. Yeah, I could. So, in this cup, 2 cups of water, do you think there's a lot that could happen in there? What do you mean? Well, do you think any fish could swim in this water? No, I don't think any fish can swim in there. How about boats? Do you think any boats could float in this water? No. Do you think you could go swimming in this water? Well, let me try. I can't go swimming. I'm too big. All right, so, friends, do you think you could go swimming in here? What about any boats? Do you have any boats that could fit in here? No. This cup of water isn't very much. But this big ocean behind me, it's huge. People get lost in this ocean. It goes on and on and on for a long, long time before it gets to any more land. And our God is kind of like this ocean back here. He is? Yes. This ocean is so big, and our God so big. Do you think on this ocean there are fishes that swim? Yeah, there's probably lots of fish. Little fish and big fish, all kinds of fish. There are lots of fish in this ocean. And do you think there are any boats on this ocean? Yeah, really big boats. In fact, there are lots of really big boats. You're right. And could you go swimming in this ocean? Yeah, but it might be really dangerous. Yeah, it's so big. It's bigger than a swimming pool, isn't it? Yeah. So it's so big, it could actually be dangerous for you to go swimming too far out. So, the ocean is big. So big we can't imagine how many fish are in there. Scientists don't even know how many fish are in the ocean. Really? That's right. We don't know how many fish are in the ocean. It can hold lots and lots of boats. It's so big. And those waves keep coming and going and coming and going. And if you look way out there, do you see the line between the sky and the water? Yeah, I see it. That's called the horizon. You know what's interesting, Frito? What? If you go out on a boat and you sail to the horizon and you keep going and keep going, did you know you can never touch the horizon? Really? That's right. You can't ever get to the horizon no matter how far out you go on a boat. And that's like our God. Our God is so big that even if you were with him for 1,000 years, 1,000 years is a lot. It is a lot. You were there for 1,000 years, you wouldn't know all that there is to God. He's so big. We can't touch the ends of him. He's so wide. We don't know how great his love is. He's so deep that we can't understand how amazing he is. Our little minds, our little human minds and dinosaur minds, our little minds can't understand God in his fullness. But what we can understand is he is amazing and loving. Our God is a great God that can do many things. In fact, our Bible verse today is found in Psalm. Now remember, we've been in Psalm before, so it's Psalms, right? And this Psalm says in Psalm 93, the Lord is king. He is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed in majesty and armed with strength. The world is set and it cannot be moved. Lord, your kingdom was set up long ago. You are everlasting. Lord, the seas rise up like these seas, and the seas raise their voice like loud waves behind us. Whoa. And the seas lift up their pounding waves. The sound of the water is loud, but the ocean waves are powerful. But the Lord above is much greater. Lord, your laws will stand forever. Your temple will be holy forevermore. So it says there that the Lord is greater than the seas? That's right, he is greater than the seas, Frito. You know why? Why? Because he's the one who created the seas. Nothing can be bigger or greater than its creator. And God created the sand we're standing on. He created the waves behind us and the sea that goes on and on and on and all the fish that are in those seas and the birds that fly over the sea And he created you, friends, and he created me, and he created you, Frito. Yeah! He's the creator of this amazing earth. And because he created it, that must mean he's stronger than it. He's bigger than it. And he's better than this creation that he made. Woo! That's big! It is big. Isn't it amazing that we serve such a great God? But it's an important thing for us to remember, Frito. What's that? Because we sin, because we do things that disobey God, things that God doesn't want us to do, one of the things we sometimes do is we forget how big God is. Sometimes, when we think about God, we think about him like the water in this cup. But that's not very much. It's not very much. Frito, if you think of your God as being as big as the water in this cup, do you think that God can do very much? No, probably not. Do you think that God can love very much? It's not even as big as me. He couldn't love as big as me. That's right. So if you take this cup of water and you pour it into the sand is going to just gobble it up. And that water is going to disappear very quickly. But if you look behind you, those waves keep hitting that sand. And do the waves disappear? Nope, the waves are still there. That's right. The sand can't swallow all the waves behind us, all the water in those waves. And our God, no matter how little we think about him, doesn't change the fact that he is big. He's super big. He's so big we can't even understand how big he is. And sometimes, when our hearts are worried or we're scared, we're doubting how big our God is. We think, God, can you really do big things? Can you really help little me? And our God loves us. This great, amazing creator God loves us so much and is actually so powerful that he breaks through our doubt. He can break through and say, I love you and I care for you. And you know what? I'm a great big God who can do great big things. And you just need to have faith that I can do them. In fact, you must remember, this great big God made himself into a little person in Jesus, right? Yeah, he did that. And then he died on the cross for us to take away that sin, the sin we have when we're scared and don't trust God, the sin we have when we doubt that he can do big things, the sin we have when we make God small. God said, I will die for you to forgive that sin, take it away. Like you never thought of me as being small at all. I'm so big, I'll take away all of that. Wow, that's a big God. That is a big God, Frito. We serve an amazing, big God, friends. So think about that. Think of the biggest thing you know, be it the ocean, be it whales, be it the sky. Our God is bigger than all of that. Yeah. That's gonna make me stay awake at night. I've got big ideas to think about. And sometimes God gives us big ideas to help us understand who he is. So friends, think of those big ideas. And I look forward to seeing you next week. We might just have a picnic.